Yo, how to find the purpose in life? I normally receive this question from friends, family members, and people around me. How could I possibly find my purpose in life? And well, how did I find my purpose in life? Personally, I think it's not how you finding or pursuing your purpose. Is about discovering the purpose already given to you by the universe, by the God, or any other spiritual that you want to follow. What I strongly believe and resonate is you are the purpose. So whatever assignments given by the universe to you and that move you and keep you awake, keep you energized whenever you wake up in the morning, have burning desire inside and push you to willing do the hard things, do the difficult jobs, overcome the obstacle. What kind of things in your life that you're willing to do the work, you're willing to do whatever it takes to go to that destiny? What is that? For me, what was energizing me when I was 24 was changing my life. So I was certain that my learning ability, I can learn, I can study, I have patience for study. And I discovered that I connect the dot. I can study anything. If give me a full time just studying, I can study anything. I study very well. And I at that time I fed up with my life. Nothing didn't really work in my life. I want to change. I didn't want to stay in that place. I just want to change everything around me. Of course, family members are the only thing I want to keep. The rest I want to change. Working environment, jobs, people around me, everything I want to change. So I connect the dot. The thing I did very well is studying. So I said, well, in my personality, I was an honest person. I was an honest person. I have integrity. I want to do the right thing to people. I don't want to take anything away that I'm not deserved for that. So because of that personality, my brother told me, probably you would thrive in the international company because probably they would value people talents, integrity, performance than other things. And I said, he have a point. I really want to give it a try. And that's a great opportunity for me to change my life. So I was certain I can study if I can study full time. My English at that time wasn't good at all. I can barely speak like hello, goodbye, how are you, that's it. So I discussed with my family and say, look, if I given the chance to study English full time, I think I can push through this level. And I was 24 at the time. If I delay for a couple more years, everything would be more difficult. So my family agreed to support me financially. So I quit my job and study English full time at age 24. And I was so committed because that was the opportunity I have to change my life. And that's moved me every day I just focus and discipline and determined by achieve English, because I was so wanting to change my life and have opportunity to work in international company. And one of the reason, when I work for Vietnamese company, my salary was really low, and it's just a big realization in me. I said, with my limit salary, and what happened if I get married to somebody maybe not a good man and we end up divorced, and how can I possibly raise a child with this salary? It's just impossible. I can't really see my future with the direction I have at that time, so I have to change. So that was the biggest motivation for me to change my life, to really learn English at the adequate level so I can get a job. And then when I study English in one of the best English center, so I chose a really good English center to save time. When I really invest time in study something, I want to maximize the return. I don't want to waste my time, waste my effort. No, I want to have maximized return. And I really take it very serious. So I study days and nights. Every day sit in there, go to the classroom 5 days per week, and in the afternoon sit in the library until late afternoon, go back home, sit on the desk, study again and again, midnight, and like that for 7 months, and I achieved IELTS 6.0. That was okay and enough for me to apply for a master degree in the UK, and I came to UK after that. So the desire for me, or what I would say the purpose, was me to find a way to change my life, to write a new chapter. And on that journey, I discovered so many strengths and talent and resilience are in me by go through that journey. Like if I wouldn't pursue my journey to study English and came to UK study master, I would not be able to discover how many strengths, how many skills, the mindset, the perception, the opportunity, the values, the resilience, the consistency, the determination in me. I would not be able to discover that deep level in me. And that's open to absolutely a new level in my life. And I came here, well, I was so determined to change my life, and I do everything I can to enhance my English. Because my visa was 16 months, I knew like the time in the UK was limited, and it's one life-changing decisions and period in my life. So I want to optimize the opportunity I have. So I do everything. I work for McDonald's. I surround myself with non-Vietnamese friends, because I want to put myself in the environment. I have to speak English to a foreigner, to non-Vietnamese people. Even my English was broken. When I speak, they didn't really understand me, or when they speak, I didn't really understand them. But I forced myself to stay in that environment. So I break through and I level up myself gradually. So even I dedicate my time to spend time with non-Vietnamese friends, study with non-Vietnamese friends, so I can optimize my chance. And then at the end, I got a job sponsored from my company, and till then I live in UK. And now it's a new level. So if you wondering what is your purpose in life, I would say reflect on your journey, what you work best, and what energize you, what give you a meaning, what give you a meaning of living. what kind of give you the sense of purpose in life. The sense of purpose is maybe not just do a normal job and earn a living. That's not give you the meaning of purpose. It's something bigger than you, something force you to overcome your obstacle, force you to step outside your comfort zone, step you to go through the fears. Whatever is its call, whatever the purpose or whatever the situations, is something bigger than you, bigger than yourself. It could be become a role model for your daughter or your son or your future daughter like me. At age 24, I didn't have any children. But I'm thinking, if I would have a children, I would not be able to raise them. I would make their life very difficult. So I'm thinking for my future children. And that give me the courage, give me the motivation to push myself forward and overcome all the obstacles. I mean, when you start your journey, you never know what on your road, you never know what happening on your journey. You only know when you face the obstacle. And when you face the obstacle, you will be stronger than you think. You will think outside the box. You will try everything to reaching out for help, to be creative, to find solutions. You will find a way, as long as it's not doesn't kill you. You will be stronger. So yeah, thank you for listening.